stay right here. We should lay right here. Cause everything is okay right here.
Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a girl talk video, and a lot of you guys left requests when I made that video like a week ago asking you guys to leave girl talk topics. A lot of them were like dating advice, depression. I think depression might have been the most requested one to talk about. That will totally be another video. How to kiss? I don't know why you guys really think I'm gonna make a video how to kiss, like no. But then another one was to talk about bullying. I think bullying actually might have been the third or fourth most requested one. So I'm going to like slowly go up to the more, you know, important ones that you guys have left for me to do for you guys. So I told you guys before in other videos that I don't consider myself as somebody who's been bullied. I mean, I have had my, you know, experiences with people like teasing me or making fun of me growing up. But I don't know if that would label me as somebody who's been bullied. But I have had my instances with people, you know, making fun of me and stuff. So my first experience probably would have to be when I was in 4th grade. There was this girl, I'm not going to say her name, we'll just call her Mariah. Mariah, all the boys liked Mariah. All the boys thought Mariah was so beautiful. I thought she was pretty too, but all the boys liked her. And I remember there was this boy that I liked. He was one of like my first crushes, and I really liked him. I thought he was really cute and he was nice, and I grew a pair, and I went up to him one day and I was like, hey, I like you and I think you're cute and stuff, and he literally like slammed it in my face and said like, sorry, I like Mariah, I think she's pretty, you're ugly. Like, he literally just said that to me, like straight up in my face. And there was other boys around and other girls around, and they started laughing at me, and a bunch of them were like, ah, he called her ugly, she's ugly, well, she's ugly. And like at lunchtime, like people, like we would eat in the cafeteria, and there was like these long like tables, like at the end of the table I'd hear somebody go like ugly, and I would like look up and look at them, and then people would start laughing. I'll be honest, like in 4th grade I had a little bit of a phase. I had braces. I had braces twice in my life, if you guys didn't know, but I had braces for the first time. I had frizzy curly hair, and I had Cheetah Girl eyeglasses. Yeah, Cheetah Girl glasses. So I was a little bit of a dork back then, so, but I wouldn't consider like, oh my gosh, she was like some really ugly kid. But they would call me ugly, and that kind of stuck for a while, but eventually people forgot. But it still hurt my feelings, and I would come home, you know, and just like cry in front of the mirror and just like stare at myself. And I remember that Mariah girl, she was actually one of my good friends, and I stopped being friends with her because I didn't want to be around her anymore just because of what that guy said. And I actually still have this photo album from 4th or 5th grade, and it has a picture of her in it because like our teacher gave us like a photo album with like all our school memories of that year. I crossed her face out. I like put a mustache, a unibrow, and I put like ugly and I hate you, and I wrote all over it, all like depressingly. And I think it's funny to look back at it and be like, wow, so over dramatic back then. But that was one of my first instances. Going into 7th grade, it was a brand new school. There was this other boy. I love how it always has to do with boys, but there was this boy, and this was when Chris Brown was like the thing, and he was like new to the scene kind of, and I thought this boy looked like Chris Brown, and I thought he was so cute, and I told one of my best friends that I've been friends with for literally my entire life. And I guess somebody overheard us talking, and that person told someone else, and that person told him, and he told this girl. Now keep in mind, I was like 4'8", I was really tiny, I was a little bit chubby, but I was really tiny. Excuse me, I was really tiny. I still had glasses, and for some reason I lost all my other teeth. Like my I lost all my baby teeth, and they came in crooked, so I needed braces again. Those other braces just were a waste of money basically. This girl came up to me. This girl's like 5'6", 5'7" already, and we are in freaking 7th grade. Like, this girl hit puberty. She looked like a grown woman. Like, I remember my mom picking me up from school one day and be like, is that like a high schooler or like a teacher or something? I'm like, no, she's in my grade. Like, dang, why does she look like 19, 20? I don't know, but she did. So he told this girl to come up to me and tell me something. I don't know why, but he did. And she came up to me and basically made fun of my glasses, my teeth, my skin, made fun of my hair because I actually got my hair cut into like a cute bob before school started. I got like highlights in my hair and I thought I looked nice, like I was happy and confident. And she basically came up to me and told me how ugly I was. Her friend was behind her, like, you know, pointing things out, like, yeah, like just like saying different stuff. And that continued through the entire 7th grade year. Like, they would pick at me. Like, every week there would be a new thing, like, they would like to decide to make fun of. Like, I would wear like a bow in my hair, they'd like make fun of my bow, or I would wear a sparkly belt, they would tell me I was like 5 years old and I needed to take that off and it was ugly, and they'd make fun of my shoes. Like, there was always something for them to make fun of. And she eventually left the school, and in 8th grade, like, she was gone, and her friend all of a sudden, like, I guess because she didn't have someone to back her up, her friend stopped making fun of me. Then it pretty much stopped there with those 2 girls. And then there was these other girls that I guess they considered themselves to be like popular or something because they like partied and they drank and they had sex with boys and they thought they were all that. And I remember like one day I did something to my hair, like I dyed my hair some way and I cut it again some type of way, and I tried to do like this new style and they all like laughed at me or something, so I like chopped off even more of my hair, and like my hair grew down to like right there, but then I chopped it off even right there, and then I chopped it off some more, dyed it dark black, and then I started acting out like freaking gothic all of a sudden. I don't know what was going on with me, and I started listening to like Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, Black Veil Brides. I just listened to all these like punk bands all of a sudden, and I still kind of enjoy listening to them now, but even though My Chemical Romance doesn't make music anymore, but I still like listening to like the old music. But back then I like was part of that kind of scene all of a sudden, because I was like, forget it, I'm not even gonna try to be girly anymore, because every time I try people call me ugly or they make fun of me. Like, there would be instances where I would go home and start crying, but I tried to not let my emotions like, you know, show when people would do these things to me, because I felt like if I did, they would know that they hurt me and they would try even harder and they would feel like they won, even though they kind of did, because I'd go home crying anyways. There was also this boy in 8th grade that showed up, and he, one day, like, he had no reason not to dislike me, but one day he came up to me when I was sitting in the gym and he grabbed me by my ankles and he dragged me across the gym floor, and everybody thought it was a joke. Like, even the gym teacher was laughing, but I was like about to start crying. And I didn't end up like telling the gym teacher like, it wasn't funny, he was hurting me, blah blah blah, because like it did hurt. Like, he was dragging me across the freaking gym floor and everyone was just laughing because they thought it was funny, but I'm over here panicking. Yeah. Another instance would be in the locker room, because we had to change out in the locker rooms and I wasn't comfortable. Like, today, like in track, well, not today, I'm not in track right now, but in track in high school, like I didn't care, we changed in front of each other, but in like 7th, 8th grade, I wasn't comfortable with changing in front of people because I was going through puberty and I just was not comfortable. These girls used to go around and called bean dip people. Like, they would grab you from underneath your bra and lift it up, and I guess your boobs fell out or something. They tried to do that to me like on like a freaking weekly basis, even though I didn't even have boobs. I didn't get boobs until like sophomore year. They didn't start growing. But they used to do that to me a lot just to make fun of me, I guess. I don't know. Do I have any other like... In high school, nobody really picked on me because I kind of like changed in high school. Like, my freshman year, I was fine because I switched from my academy school or my preparatory school to a public school. It was like my first public school transferring, or my high school was my first public school, and everything was fine. Sophomore year was fine, and then junior year, all of a sudden I grew like this gigantic backbone, and anytime anyone tried to mess with me, anytime someone tried to mess with me, like, I was down to fight. Like, I was I was just something my junior year. Like I had so many things going on junior year, like boy-wise, friendship-wise. Like I was just down to fight somebody if they tried to mess with me. And then senior year, like last year, I was not so much violent, but like nobody messed with me. Nobody tried to pick fights. There was girls who would be like, I'm gonna fight Vanessa, and I'll be like, okay, let's go. And they're like, no. So yeah. I do not condone fighting. It is not a good thing. I am not that person anymore. I do not condone violence, but I guess it's because I let people kind of walk over me and tell me things when I was younger that I decided to, you know, like kind of try to be tough all of a sudden. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, I guess that would be like my little experiences with, you know, people picking on me and stuff, but it wasn't that serious to where I'd like, you know, become depressed from it or anything, or it would affect my schoolwork. My advice, if you are getting bullied, just try to let it not get to you. I know like it can be tough because I know I was there, like people would like say things and I'd go home crying. Like just don't let it get to you, because what their words shouldn't even mean anything. Like they're not important people in your life if they are being rude to you. Today people will ask me like, where did this confidence come from? How did you become confident and all this stuff? And I basically just tell them I stopped caring what people think about me. I stopped trying to act a certain way to fit in so people would, you know, think I was normal, or so people could approve of everything that I do. I don't care if you don't agree with how I dress. I don't care if you think I dress sleazy or like a hoe or like a slut, or if you think I dress too covered, or if you don't like me because I have tattoos, or if you don't like me because I wear makeup, or if I color my hair this certain way, or if I act this certain way, or if I talk a certain way. Like I just don't care, and that's how I'm so confident, and I have a higher self-esteem than I've ever had in my entire life, because I realize that people's words don't matter. It's how you feel about yourself is what matters. Like if you love yourself, you will live a happy life, and everything else won't matter, because there will always be haters. There will always be people who try to put you down. You can be so successful, but there will always be somebody who is going to try to put you down and lower you to their level. And just know, if you have a bully, there's something going on in their life. Trust me. If somebody is taking the time out of their day to pick on you and take their anger out on you, something is probably going on in their life at home, relationship-wise, anything. Something is probably going on with them, so you should probably, I know they're bullying you, but you should probably understand that they're probably going through something as well. The only way I guess you can handle it is either ignore it or tell somebody about it. And if these people are getting physical and trying to fight you and try to hurt you, and it becomes that like physical, dangerous kind of thing, talk to the police about it. Like get a restraining order, switch schools, get them kicked out of the school, freaking get them expelled or do something, because nobody deserves to get attacked or to get hurt in any sense. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts on bullying, and I guess advice in a way. I know it's easier said than done, but I mean, there have been haters that have been trying to put me down, but I just brush it off. I shake it off. I don't care. Like, I know it's because I'm older and I've had more experience and I've gone through it already, to where like I know it doesn't matter. And I'm not saying like you have to go through it to understand, but just don't let people get to you, because you're beautiful, you're strong, you have so many opportunities. Just ignore the haters. That's all I can say, because that's what I have to do on a daily basis, because I still get hate comments all the time. People call me cheap, people call me rude, people call me ugly, people call me so many things on a daily basis, whether it's like Twitter, Instagram, or here on YouTube, and I just don't care, because if I did, I would stop and I would like close my account and be like, bye guys, I can't take this anymore. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. So that's pretty much it for my little story time girl talk video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and leave me some comments below. Tell me your thoughts on my video, on anything that I've said, and I will see you guys all later. Bye!